Good morning, everybody. So in the review chair today, and yeah, I'm reviewing a new pair of running shoes today. So you may recall a couple of weeks ago I did a recce along the spine race route from Gargrave up to Hawes. Now I wore my Hoka speed goats for that, which I've worn my Old Faithfuls for everything, worn a couple of spine sprints, and these had about 500 miles on the clock. I didn't check them before I went out, which was unfortunate because they didn't really have a lot of grip on the bottom, but they actually did a really good job on the day. But when I come back, I realised that they were probably at the end of their life, and you probably saw the video, the picture of them going in the bin. So in the meantime, whilst I've been looking for some new running shoes, I was looking at the new Hoka speed goats, looking at the same model, all looked really, really good. But running wise, I've had to go back to my faithful ON Cloud Ultras, which I got probably about 3 or 4 years ago when they first came out. And they've always been sort of my backup trainer. I've gone out in them, but they've always been really, really comfy. And I think I probably underestimated them a bit because they were a brand new brand at the time. So you know, these have got about 800 to 1,000 miles on the clock now, so they are suffering a bit. There's a tiny little hole just there, but that's about it. The grip's still really good on the bottom, and they've been used on road and they've been used on trail as well. So I went onto the ON website to see what their latest offerings are, and came up with these. So this is the ON Cloudvista Waterproof. So trail running shoe, trail to road, so you can use them on trail and road. And yeah, great grip on the bottom, nice Gore-Tex top, really comfy to wear. And again, they've got this special cushioning system, so rather than just having total cushioning on the bottom like the Hokas do, they have a bit of cushioning, but it's all punctuated by these holes which sort of squash down as well, which makes these a more sustainable brand because they use less materials to make cushioning on the bottom, and that's all about what ON are about, is making sustainable running gear. So yeah, I'm not sponsored by ON. I've not been asked to do this review for them, and they don't know I'm doing this review. So what I'm going to do today is get out in these, do a quick review on them, and then at the end of the video I can give you my quick honest verdict. So they are going to be a bit stiff for the first 3 or 4 runs, and I did find that with the others, but once you start to get to know your feet, the cushioning really starts to get in. So I'm going to go out and do a 5k road and trail today on these, and then we'll come back and have a little bit of a chat about how it went. So far the first mile, really good. Like I predicted, they are a bit firm, but I know that does wear off and you get the smooth run on them, but really comfortable. They do size a bit small, so I did purchase a 12.5 rather than a 12. That's absolutely perfect, so just ensure that you are upsizing if you do get a piece of these. So far the run's been on the road, it's been really good, really firm on the road, and as I was leaving the house, it's got that brand new grip that's really sort of sticky onto laminate floor, and I really like, which is always a good sign. So really great grip on the road, really firm, nice sort of spring back off them as you're moving along. So yeah, so now let's hit the trails and see what they're like on the trails. Okay, so far on the trail's been really good. Some great grips through some muddy and very sort of slippery, leafy patches. Waterproof, been good so far, but it's time to really test that out, because it appears the path has turned into a river. So let's see how this goes.
it appears that the bridge has now become part of the river, so I'm making my way across. Don't you just love runs like this? These are the runs that are organic development. I'm nearly there now, loving this. So I think what I'm testing here now is what's important to me is not only if the shoes are waterproof, but more if you do fill them with water, and clearly now the water's got over the top, there's going to get, well, they are full of water now, my feet are very cold, is how quickly they empty out, because that's the thing with waterproof shoes is, yeah, it's great that you've got shoes that if you're running through wet grass aren't let water in, but on the sort of events that you know I do, and probably the guys and girls who are watching this do, we're going to account obstacles like that. So are the shoes going to empty out with water, or are you stuck with a big slushy foot for the next 20 miles? Let's see how it goes. So yeah, not too bad. I'm about 2 miles now after wading through the river. Shoes are empty, and I always think as well, I don't know whether this is right, but wearing the long compression socks today are those. It always helps to sort of wick the water away and sort of bring it up like a candle almost, so it evaporates off. I don't know whether that's scientifically proven, but it seems to work. But yeah, so the shoes are pretty much empty now, so I've got about half a mile left until I get home, and then I will give you a quick rundown. So that's it, so that's the run done. Yeah, good, really great. I've had that proper sort of christening now, absolutely soaking wet through. So waterproof, yeah, I think running through long grass and stuff like that, you're not going to get your feet wet. Clearly, when you're a teenager like I was, you are going to get your feet wet, but they do empty out fairly quickly. Within about 2 miles are alright. Grip on bottom, really good. I had no problem sort of staying upright. It was absolutely fine. And yeah, cushioning is really fine. Cushioning's good, and even not as firm as the previous pair when I first tried them. So that's the first mile review on these. I will put another quick review up once I've done 100 miles in them, which should just be probably in about a month's time, just before Christmas. And then yeah, we'll see how they go. But yeah, highly recommend so far the ON Cloudvista Waterproof. Great pair of trainers. And yeah, let's see if they become my preferred trainers. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for listening. See you soon.